Mike Meyer Podcast. Like, click, and subscribe. Hey, everybody. How's it going? I hope it's going well because you know what? I'm feeling a little bit froggy today. I'm telling you that much. Now, look. We got to get down to the nuts and bolts of this one because we're going to leave out of this conversation a little more heated than we got in it. I'm telling you that much because, oh my Lord, holy cannoli. I cannot believe what this girl is saying. Who's he talking about?
I actually think that I would totally rock a hat right now that said "Make Black America Great Again."
Oh, that's her. Oh yeah, middleist thing. Yeah, that's right, middleist thing. Little Miss thing, that's what she is. Little Miss can't be wrong. Ain't no Tootie from the Huxtables. What's her name, Rudy? That girl. They're gonna be so far up her butt, it's gonna be like, what'd she eat for dinner? Cottage cheese? Yuck! I'm telling you, oh my gosh. Now look, so far up the butt, you deserve a lot of leave alone. Do you not understand this? Candace, I am talking to you. Candace Owens. What in the heck is wrong with you? You see what you did? You almost made me cuss. You almost made me become a non-Christian, didn't you? I told you. Hold on. Devil ain't getting in my heart. Look. Lord have mercy. You are up. What's the name? Macaroni? What's the lady's name that you thought had a pee-pee? That one. You're up her butt. You got, what's the other guy's name? Netanyahu? Benjamin Netanyahu? He doesn't like your butt either now. You can't even go over there. They already called you all kinds of weird names now. And now, you demand the SD card. Are you kidding me? You, instead of the FBI, instead of the feds, instead of any kind of investigation unit, you want to be over here saying, I want this card. I'm going to the family and getting the card. Candace, who do you think you are? Seriously, what is going on with you? You've already done put Trump in his place in your head, but you know what? You really were disrespectful, to be quite honest. Guess what? There's something I learned a long time ago. Quick as you go up, girl, your butt come right back down like that. I ain't kidding. He ain't lying. I'm telling you the truth. Now look, I might seem a little hot because I am. I'm heated, hot, and everything else underneath the sun. Because, hold on. I'm telling you guys, this girl right here is going to get us, as in the United States, into problems that our butts can't handle. Maybe she's a op. Well, crazier things that happen, huh? Why does she want the card? Why does Candace Owens? She's a regular person like us people. Why does this girl think she can get the card from Charlie Kirk's death? The SD footage. I'm not making it up. You guys can see it right here.
To somebody on the inside, and I'm just like, who's this person? And they tell me the person's name, and I go, oh, wait a second. And I look again. I'm like, I know this person. It's been a few years, but I know this person. This person's been around Turning Point for quite some time, for years. Like I said, back when I was working at Turning Point, early days. So I'm like, I'm just going to reach out. Obviously, I know this individual. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to say, hey, what's up with this? Where is this footage? Why did you do this? What were you doing up there on the rocks? What's up? Like, this is not the first thing that I would do if I had just witnessed Charlie Kirk being shot. And I'll say this right now. He was extremely forthcoming. Like, as soon as I reached out, I just sent a text because I still had his number. And he was extremely forthcoming, immediately got onto the phone. And first and foremost, I should say, obviously, he's seeing all of these clips going viral and he is fearful for his family. He doesn't have any security and people are looking, you know? And he said, look, as you can see in the footage, I was sitting right to the left or to the left of Charlie when Charlie got shot. And I instantly knew that he was not going to be okay. I instantly knew that he was dead. And I then, like, as you can see, people that are running, anybody that was in that zone, ran to the back and he caught his breath. He wanted to check in with and communicate to other people that were working with and around Turning Point USA. That's why he's on his phone, communicating to them what had happened. That's what he told me. Then I asked, okay, well, what about this camera thing? Why would you grab the cameras? And he says, because the first thing that I thought is that I better secure the footage and be helpful and hand that footage over to the feds. Well, obviously, that's where things get into a pickle with me because we don't trust the feds, right? I'm like, no, we don't trust the feds. So we don't got to do that. Just let me have the footage. I'm like, just send me the footage. Please let me look at it. There's a lot of conspiracies that are floating around right now. People don't know what to believe. People are doing very, what I would say, credible videos. People that certainly have the credibility are ballistics experts that are saying that what we see in the front is an exit wound, not an entry wound. I don't know one way or the other because I'm not an expert. I'm getting inundated with messages from people that hunt, people that are in the military saying that this had to have come from another direction. This footage could help. As if nothing else, let me help you. Let me formally debunk that by seeing this footage. Like, could you send this footage over to me? Well, he didn't want to send the footage over to me without checking with Turning Point lawyers. I said, look, technically, you own the footage. Like, you and some other people own the footage. Like, let me just see the footage because why go through lawyers? Like, I just want to see the footage. And also, I asked the question, why not just release it? We've already seen the worst thing that you could possibly see from the front, right? Like the front is what is a traumatizing video. And I understand that he wants to afford his wife some protection. Like this has, to experience that, Erica, so many people watching the love of your life in the last second of their life, it's traumatizing. I'm traumatized by it, right? That's not my husband and the father of my children. And so out of a loyalty to Erica, he also doesn't want to give more footage to the internet. But I said, look, I'm not going to publish it. I just want to see it. And I think you should let me see that because people trust me. They know that I'm very serious about this. I don't care about anything right now other than figuring out who killed Charlie Kirk. So in the short run, he agrees that rather than send the footage, he will get onto a FaceTime call with me and he will show me the footage on his computer. He did that and I watched the footage and I'm going to tell you what I saw. And to the people specifically, the people that are in the military, people that know weapons, I'm telling you this because you might be able to add more color or more clarity here. What you would expect to see. If given the weapon that they have said did this, the bullet they have said did this, I don't know anything about any of this. So I'm just telling you what I saw, okay? First and foremost, there is nothing gory about this shot at all. And so again, I am still going to work with him to get me the footage so that I think it should be shared. There's nothing gory about this footage from the back. The thing that really stood out to me, and I just kept asking him to replay it over and over and over again, is that there's no blood. There's no blood from the back. There is no blood. So I think a lot of people were wondering whether or not that bullet pierced and went out to the back. I think I vaguely even remember, and Skylar, you can maybe live look this up, but like I thought the feds were saying they were looking for a bullet at some point, which is now very alarming to me. I don't understand that. How could they have been looking for a bullet? Because if I'm not seeing, and there isn't, I'm telling you, what happens in the front is not what happens in the back at all. If I'm not seeing any blood, what are we to take from that? The only thing that could make sense, if what they're saying is true and that person took the shot from the place that they are saying that individual took the shot from, it would suggest that it was inside of Charlie, right? And they would know that. The feds would have known that. So they would have communicated that they were never looking for a bullet. Because remember, one shot. So I'm very confused. I'm very confused, not by what I saw, but what I didn't see. Okay? That's pretty much all I can tell you right now. And I am going to try to get all of the footage. And I understand that right now he is very fearful, but I am going to continue to try to privately push him to just release it. I believe that transparency is the only way. I'm much more, I think all of us would agree, have much more trust in the people than I do in the feds. The feds are lying about everything, so they should not be the only people that have access to this. And I understand not wanting to have that relived from another angle, but given the fact that there is no gore and there is no blood from this angle, I don't see why not. And so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I know some of you guys were insinuating, I got a lot of emails that it could have been a flechette. I had to look that up. I don't even know what that is. I was like, guys, I don't know anything. Flechette shells, that something could have been a lot closer that hit him and that everything else could have been a distraction. All I can tell you is that there's no blood. That's it. There is no blood in that video. So give me your thoughts on that. Now I want to get to another tip that
Now it's time for a breakdown.
Hold on! Wait a second! No way! I am not buying that. Neither one, nope, you shouldn't buy it either. I'm telling you people that right now. If you have common sense, and I know you do, we're not going to fall for that, Candace. There's no way in the world we're going to fall for that. And who makes you queen of the world? Jeez, oh, Pete! What in the heck is going on? Why should we give this to you? Come on! We've already proven that you aren't trustworthy. Oh, yeah. We know it. Look. Pump the brakes. Slow down. Stay in your lane. There's other people working on it. Everyone appreciates your good hard work. And of course he's a dear friend of yours. Of course you put your time, your blood, your sweat, your tears, your love, your energy into Turning Point. Yes, you did. Thank you so much. But, Candace, girl, wait a second. You've gotten pretty rich pretty quickly, woman. Yeah, I'm pretty darn rich. Now, looks like somebody may be setting herself up for a little bit more, huh? I'm just telling you what people are saying. See how easily things can get misconstrued? I'm just saying it. Look, thank you, but stay in your lane. Keep giving us the great content that you provide us because it is fantastic. But sometimes your butt's gonna write a cash and your check in the cash. The check it'll be open that day, right? Okay then. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, have a great day. Love y'all. Peace.
are trying to get ahead of something, like they know more than we know. I don't know why you would say something or accuse somebody of saying something that they didn't. I do believe that there's very clearly, we all believe there's very clearly a government level conspiracy that is involved.
Now you show me together forever. You and I will always be lifting me up next to your side. Pride is worth love, and love is worth pride. You and me flying by the seat of my pants. This can't be real. How long will this last?